Alright folks, a lovely sunny afternoon, so I thought I'll take the opportunity to get these out of here, the fry from last year, have a sift through, see what's staying, see what's going to end up going, move the ones that are going into the pond over there, and keep these in here as the temperature starts to come up, which is starting to get the temps up now inside the greenhouse. And start to get some grow food on them. I need to get some new batteries for my thermometer because I don't know what the temperature of the water is. So I'll do it old school with an old mercury one just to make sure there's not too much of a difference, but there shouldn't really be too much of a difference between the two at the moment because that's in full sun. And I've had these doors open as well for a while. So we'll get them out, we'll have a quick look at them. There are still some in there that are still quite small, very small, but they've got some nice patterns, some nice colour to them. So we'll have a look, see what we think. Catch you in a minute. Okay, so forgive the light. Clearly there's some significant differences in size. You can see which ones were first and which ones were out of the second spawning, where they really just were too many to compete, and entirely my fault for not getting rid of them all. There are one or two that kind of slipped in here that were never meant to be in here. I just couldn't catch them at the time because they were far too small. But there's some really nice ones, some that I'm really very happy with in here. There's certainly a couple of Achiba that are looking really good, that I'm liking the look of. This one down here being one of them, and then that one there as well, which is looking good. Undecided on this one whether it's going to be a Chiba or whether it's going to do something a little bit different. Charatsuri possibly, I don't know, it's a bit mucky at the minute, but interesting nonetheless. There's a couple of darker Achiba and a little Asagi actually. There's a Ginrin Charatsuri down there. Lots of Ginrin Soragoi, Ginrin Chagoi, and a couple of these orange ones that are kind of thrown out. A nice little Ginrin Soragoi down there, another darker Achiba, potentially another Charatsuri there. But yeah, there's some really nice ones, and you know, there's some absolute monsters, like this fella here. He seems to have just given himself a little bit of a knock getting in the net. But yeah, that's you know, he's a reasonable size considering that I didn't get rid of enough. I kept far too many. There's a nice in the camera, a nice yellow colour, nice Ginrin. So yeah, but I'm going to go through these now. I'm aiming to select 5. We'll see how that goes, because there's a few I'd like to hang on to. There's certainly a Charatsuri in there for Vince, and yeah, we'll see what the others look like. That's an Achiba there, which is a decent size, but it's a bit wishy-washy at the moment, but it's hard to tell. You know, they've still got a lot to do. They've still got an awful lot to do. So we'll have a little flick through, see if we can see a couple of them in more detail. I'll get back to you in a second. So I think this one's just got such a nice shape to it. There's a couple of sort of Ginrin scales on there which are a bit odd, but for the purposes of what I'm trying to do with them, and breed these back to a Deutsch fish now, bear in mind that one of the parents of these fish, I think this one in particular, would have been the female Millercarp and the male Ginrin Soragoi. For what I'm trying to do, the shape of that one, I think for me is worth keeping. Interested to get some more expert views, but it's got a nice body shape to it, reasonable size shoulders, so I think that one's going to be a keeper, definitely. I think this Ginrin Sorugoi as well, again, it's got some really nice shape to it. There's a darker achiever in there, and certainly the two, that achiever there, and there's a paler one. I think I've made the decision. That's tiny, but I'm going to hang on to it, see what it does. If that develops and becomes a Ginrin Charatori, then I'll be chuffed to bits. It is tiny, but you know, we'll see. So we'll hoik up the ones that aren't staying, and then we'll go from there. So we've got it down to 14. Kept a little saggy, just to see what it does more than anything else. I had to keep the little Ginrin Charatori just because I'm intrigued. Obviously we've got the two achiever we pointed out before, the lighter ones, and then there's two darker ones, but the scalation on that fish is very good. There's a really nice pattern forming on that one, you're probably just about to see. Again, that one, not sure if it's going to be Charatori or not, it's worth holding on to. It's such a nice Ginrin fish. A couple of Chagoi, Sorugoi, Kum Chagoi. A nice Ginrin Shad, nice Ginrin Sorugoi. So yeah, we'll see what happens with these. Again, these will get thing down to the ones I actually want to keep. But that's 14 to go back in, stay in the greenhouse in the warm temps, and we'll see what happens with them. I'll get those back in, and then the rest of them they just float in just in case there are any temperature differences, and I'll get them out and get them away into the other pond. The action is there. So we old man grunts and groans. So we've got these guys in here. Again, there's some nice fish in there, but these are just going to get dropped into this pond, where there's still a few of the really dark fry from last year, and unfortunately some goldfish that are rescued from a friend's pond. And there's a couple of rudd that were amongst those that were rescued from the pond. If anybody wants them, let me know. You're welcome to them. And then yeah, there's a few other, there you go, you can see the smaller darker fry that I've not managed to catch because they're too dark until this pond gets emptied. There's probably a dozen or so of them in there. So we'll get these released into here. And be free. There you go. There you go. Off they pop. Don't think these plants will last long in there now. There you go. I've also been cultivating another grow on. So as you can see, there's absolute blooms of the little buggers in there. Standing in the way now. They've really started to come on now the sun's come out. But the whole bucket is, the whole thing is teeming with them. Focusing on the reflection of the cherry tree. Nope, just going to get reflection of the cherry tree anyway. I'm getting the reflection of the fence. Zoom back out. There you go. There's the little buggers. So we'll the whole thing is teeming with life. So we'll see what that brings for the season ahead. I'm not going to be breeding this year. I'm going to wait until they're old enough and breed back off them. I don't want to waste a year breeding something that I'm not really interested in at the moment. So there you go. So just a quick one. Lovely day. So just a quick one. Thought I'd show you all the bits and bobs, all the bits behind the scenes. Really need to sort it out and have a bit of a tidy up. But yeah, we'll get a scoop full of these. See how they fancy them today, because they're moving around a good amount. And I'll catch up with you guys very soon. Take it easy. Ta-ra for now.